Hi everyone, this is AnnaLisa. Welcome back. In today's video, I will be announcing the winner of my channel's ColourArte Fall Giveaway prize and sharing a really fun record swipe. Before I begin announcing the winner, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who participated in our ColourArte Fall Giveaway event. It was so much fun to share our projects and love of ColourArte products with all of you. I'd also like to thank Leslie for hosting the event. She did an amazing job organizing it, and it was so fun getting a sneak peek at the new Vivid Intense fluid acrylics that were just released. Now on to the drawing. I wanted to make sure everybody had the opportunity to see how we picked the winner for each of the channel prizes and the grand prize. First, we copy and pasted the link to the videos and made sure to filter duplicates out, answered a simple math problem, and then selected Get YouTube Comments. From there, it told me how many unique comments were left, and then I clicked Start. Phyllis Lowry, you are the winner of the channel prize for my channel. To claim your prize, please go to the ColourArte website. I'll add more information in the description below. Now on to the pour. So for doing record swipes, for the most part, you can just pour right on them. However, I found through trial and error that the best practice is actually to make sure that you put a layer of sealant or primer over the label if you have a label with a lot of pigmentation. The labels that for the records that I have are all bright red and they seeped right through. So that made for a very interesting experience for the first few of these record pours that I tried. I always like to do a lot of my interference colors in the bottom parts of my pours with the black pillow. I feel like it makes some of the darker colors on top really stand out and pop. But ultimately, you can layer any way that you choose. This is just how I find that it seems to work the best for me. I also like to top it off with a color that maybe has a dual tone. And Wild Orchid just so happens to be my absolute favorite. It is a purple that has a blue shift. So I am a ColourArte affiliate. If you place an order on the ColourArte website and use my affiliate code, you'll save 15% off your order and help my channel in the process. So what I was doing there was actually trying to get all of the bubbles moved towards the top. When I'm about to do a swipe, it's always best to try to get as many bubbles up as you possibly can, because it really can just make your perfect swipe look very not nice if you let them sit there and then don't actually pop them ahead of time. I call it the pocks, because you always end up with little pock marks, especially if you let them dry that way. When I do a spin swipe, I always notice that I've got these little edges where I have some paint that I maybe missed, so I always go in and add in some new, or I swipe with a smaller palette knife It doesn't always create the extra cells, but it does make it so that bright line of color isn't as noticed or as bright. I just had to take this moment to get a good shot because I really enjoyed the cells. Do you ever wish that you could just not spin? Yeah, I do too. Too bad that sometimes you have no choice but to spin. With doing my swirlies, I really enjoy making them look fluid and vine-like, so I really like to take the lines directly off of the main line, or I make lines off of the main line. I hope that made sense. It just kind of keeps that fluidity of the pour, although once it spins out, it's not as noticed, but I do feel like it makes it so you don't have a lot of overlapping swirls. I usually make my swirls with a embossing tool. I find they're the best tool, hands down, to use for swirls. You can find them at any local craft store, or you can find them on Amazon or Joann Fabrics or Michaels. I do have a link in the description for a set that I found on Amazon. I always like to get a full set of them because I find that it's really helpful to have different size tips. The tips that are bigger are really good for when you're trying to smooth out bubbles. The tips that are thin are really perfect for making your swirls. And they have all sorts of uses beyond that as well. That's just the main things that I use them for. Anyway, that is my record swipe. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and for participating in the ColourArte fall giveaway event. If you're not already, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Thank you. Have a great day.